tell me, Mr. Ainsbury, what do you think of your REME support that you got in all those years that you were in that regiment? Shit!
So, ladies and gentlemen, could we please stand up and toast Brigadier Peter Painter? You can sit down now. I may get you all later. Okay, this is the bit that always goes wrong. As you're aware, do's like this don't happen without certain people. Fires, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the staff of the hotel, could you show your appreciation for the hard work that's going on tonight? Thank you very much. Thanks, Fires. Cheers. Because the Brigadier wasn't here tonight to tell us his usual really, really funny joke. No. I've asked another person, he's a BC and 10 battery, Tony, Major Tony Hill. He's going to come up and give some pearls of wisdom to some of you uneducated people. Tony.
Brigadier's gone AWOL. They've called in a rather sad old major to take his place. I've only been to 2 reunions. Last year, in a somewhat alcoholic age, I failed to register exactly what Brigadier Peter talked about. I phoned Paul last week, and he wasn't much better either, from memory. Except he did say that Peter told bad jokes. Well, I tell good jokes, but very bad. So tonight there will be no joke. I hope you will excuse me if I reminiscent a little. I'm a bit of a fraud, but in fact I was only on strength of 3 ships Regiment for about 2 months. And that was after the amalgamation of Shrewsbury in 1968. Before that, I was with 3-7 Regiment, first of all at Pembroke Dock, all moving to Shrewsbury. Pembroke Dock, we supported the heavy wing at Manabere, I'm sure some of you remember. A not very exciting existence, but I do remember 2 events, perhaps, which enlivened life a little. The first was the World Cup, 1966. We deployed the battery on 10th America and spent a few pounds of battery funds hiring a television, which I think we erected in a marquee that Saturday afternoon. That was fine. Great event. Unfortunately, that night, a tornado hit Pembrokeshire, and all those sleeping in their bivvies happened blown away, and we finished up the night sleeping in the back of 10 tonners. Those who were sleeping in the command post, etc., were fine. That was one great memory. In fact, it was 3 days after my elder daughter was born in Pembroke Hospital. The second event, I can't remember the same year, I think it probably was, when the reconnaissance parties, or SA, went to Portland, the chemical warfare establishment of Portland, and we spent, I think, 4 or 5 days there, during which, on 3 days running, we carried out reconnaissance procedures in the field. On the second day, we were given a breakfast with the drug LSD. and had to attempt to carry out our functions. Luckily the drivers weren't given early fire. The effects were quite interesting and in some cases amusing. I found myself developing a persecution complex. I also spent the time rushing around at high speed around the troop sites. I was accompanied the whole time by a scientist who at the end of the day was completely knackered. I remember at the coordination conference, I apologise to ladies, because you won't understand these things, which was held at the end of your recce phase to coordinate. And the whole conference was interrupted by two of my sergeants giggling hysterically the whole time. Quite amazing. I believe the report on this trial is open to the public at the National Archive. I really wish someday to go up and read about it. There's the two things there. As I said earlier, I only spent 2 or 3 months technically on strength exclusive, but I've had contact with 3/6 Regiment for many years. My first contact, physically, was when I was 5/7 Regiment Dorset Camp, and we came over to Shoebury to play 3/6 rugby. We lost. I then went through the process of Manabir, came and instructed the gunnery, and came down to Shoebury to do a B1 radar, take a B1 radar course for 6 weeks. That was something I called. And then my next contact was at IG, the 7th Art Brigade. I accompanied the regiment to Christ for Thunderbird 1 firing, I think it was about 1965. I've lost my copybook rather badly there. But having been away from the air defence for 2 years, rushing around Germany, Russia, Centurion attack, I rather mistook the level of meter reading that I had to see before I could press the override button to let the missile. And I refused to press the button because I didn't think it had reached what it had. My sin was compounded by the fact that a party of Iron Curtain country gentlemen waiting expectantly to see this missile go. The brigadier was not very pleased, and it's probably why I remained a major for the next 21 years. Enough of that mystery. Could I ask you to join me in thanking Paul and his team for organising this event as well as ever. Well done. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can just bear with me for a few minutes. Southend and 3/6 Regiment go back a long way. That is why I've asked the Mayor to come up and just say a few words to you guys. Because a lot of you, I mean, I'm looking at that table over there in particular, wouldn't understand any of this, they're far too young. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, His Worshipfulness, the Mayor of Southend, Councillor Ron Price.
Good evening, everybody. I'm in a bit of a privileged position, really, as Mayor of Southend, because I know that you often do invite the mayors to these engagements, but last year the Mayor couldn't attend. So as Deputy Mayor, I was invited, so this is my 2nd year. And it was such a good evening last year that one of the first things we did when we got elected as Mayor was to ask Keith when the 3/6 reunion would take place. And I'm glad that we were able to attend. And I have to tell you that there is something else on tonight, so hard luck to the Deputy Mayor because she got that one. But as Paul quite rightly said, the regiment has an association that goes back a long way in Southend, and as a Southend born and bred boy, I know of the association with the barracks at Shoebury. In fact, I suppose I'm a bit of an intruder tonight because I'm one of the few people that doesn't have a direct connection to 3-6 to the regiment, but my association with them is that I used to play football in Southend in the Borough Combination League, and in those days 3-6 Heavy Ack had a team, and I can tell you that they played the game slightly different to the way that most of us played it. Most of the teams that I played with or against thought that that round thing was the thing that you kicked. In actual fact, as I soon discovered after about 5 minutes of playing against them for the first time, anything that moved was what you kicked. But it really is a pleasure to be amongst you once again this evening. I keep up to date with the regiment because Keith, when he's driving me somewhere, he's always talking about it. I have to say, it is of interest, Keith, so keep talking. And also, it's a pleasure to be back with Paul. And I have to say that most of you will know that Paul had a rather nasty accident a few weeks ago. And it's good to see you. See how much sympathy you're going to get. But it's good to see you back on your feet and so quickly, Paul. Well done. But as I say, it's a real pleasure to be with you this evening. I'm sure you'll have a good time for the rest of the evening. And thanks once again to you guys. Thank you, Paul.
For those of you who are not aware, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you can just bear with me for a few minutes, Southend and 3-6 Regiment go back a long way. That is why I've asked the Mayor to come up and just say a few words to you guys. Because a lot of you, I mean, I'm looking at that table over there in particular, wouldn't understand any of this, they're far too young. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, His Worshipfulness, the Mayor of Southend, Councillor Ron Price.
Good evening, everybody. I'm in a bit of a privileged position really as Mayor of Southend because I know that you often do invite mayors to these engagements. But last year the Mayor couldn't attend, so as Deputy Mayor I was invited, so this is my second year. And it was such a good evening last year that one of the first things we did when we got elected as Mayor was to ask Keith when the 3-6 reunion would take place. And I'm glad that we were able to attend. And I have to tell you that there is something else on tonight, so hard luck to the Deputy Mayor because she got that one. But as Paul quite rightly said, the regiment has an association that goes back a long way in Southend, and as a Southend born and bred boy, I know of the association with the barracks at Shoebury. In fact, I suppose I'm a bit of an intruder tonight because I'm one of the few people that doesn't have a direct connection to 3-6 Heavy Ack, to the regiment, but my association with them is that I used to play football in Southend in the Borough Combination League, and in those days 3-6 Heavy Ack had a team, and I can tell you that they played the game slightly different to the way that most of us played it. Most of the teams that I played with or against thought that that round thing was the thing that you kicked. In actual fact, as I soon discovered after about 5 minutes of playing against them for the first time, anything that moved was what you kicked. But it really is a pleasure to be amongst you once again this evening. I keep up to date with the regiment because Keith, when he's driving me somewhere, he's always talking about it. I have to say, it is of interest, Keith, so keep talking. And also, it's a pleasure to be back with Paul. And I have to say that most of you will know that Paul had a rather nasty accident a few weeks ago. And it's good to see you. See how much sympathy you're going to get. But it's good to see you back on your feet and so quickly, Paul. Well done. But as I say, it's a real pleasure to be with you this evening. I'm sure you'll have a good time for the rest of the evening. And thanks once again to you guys. Thank you, Paul.
For those of you who are not aware, tonight is the Jewish New Year. There's a certain young man that is a bane in my life. Luke, can you come up and do what you want to do, mate? Luke Myers.
With your permission, sir, I will forego the pleasures and the modern amenities of I was a battery sergeant major. Yes, but we fired guns in those days. Ladies and gentlemen of 36 Regiment, Heavy Attack, Her Majesty the Queen's Royal Artillery. I say that because this evening we have on my table a very distinguished gentleman. A W01 of Her Majesty the Queen's Royal Marines. Now if they can say that, then we can say that about the artillery. And that is what we are. We are the senior regiment of the British Army. The rights of the monarch. This evening has been like most evenings that this gentleman and his wife organised. Wonderful. My wife and I had expected this evening to present something to the Sergeant's Mess. And sure enough that I've been informed, like a lot of bloody things in the British Army, it's gone and it's finished. Well, I would like to say what we had intended for the Sergeant's Mess, madam, would go to Gabby on your behalf, sir, for this wonderful evening and for all the work that you have done. And I ain't finished yet.
Hang on, the camp heads are available soon, Jack.
I would like to make an apology, and this is not a humble apology. I joined the Army in 1941, army. I came out in 67. The TA was a weekend army. Some considerable time, the last 18 months, I've made inquiries through the Ministry of Defence as to the percentage of the British Army. To be told that 61% of the British Army was made up of territorial army. To those members of the TA here this evening, and I hope that you will extend it to your members of your family, to your friends, I sincerely and humbly apologise, because 61% of the British Army is what's pretty well fighting out there today. And they do not get the recognition that they deserve. They are part-time soldiers. And I read in the paper of part-time soldiers coming home and being told there's no free job for them. That is an utter disgrace. That is an utter disgrace. There are members here tonight that I would like, as I believe the oldest artilleryman, the oldest gunner here tonight, that I would, with your respect and your permission, like to toast. And I will please take my glass. And I will ask the members of the Malta table, the original members of 36 Regiment, please stand up. We are your older brothers. When you look into the mirror, you will see us. We are the regiment. We are 36th Regiment, Royal Artillery, Heavy Attack. I salute you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee. Right, finally me. Mr Mayor, Madam Mayoress, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, I've a few apologies for absence to make. George Pinner, Alex Travis, John and Edith Hughes have all apologised they can't make it here tonight.
Did that pay?
Thank you for attending the 3/6 reunion. Once again, there is over 100 members sitting in this hall. A couple of years ago, the Brigade referred to the regiment as a family. Because of that, I've invited my family here tonight. There's a few people that I personally want to say thank to. First of all, Keith. Keith spends a lot of time keeping that website up to date, and so far there's been 30,500 hits or visits to the website, and over 10,000 hits or visits to the photo website, and I think I've done most of them. Of course, Monty, who tirelessly goes through the membership, keeps it up to date, and works really, really hard on that. Thank you very much. Lastly, Frank Woodall. Where are you, Frank?
He's hiding here.
Frank has been an absolute staunch person for this reunion. Every year he makes at least one missile to go for the raffle. He has never ever charged a penny for that. He has in previous years sold missiles. This year is the last year. If you want a missile to purchase for yourself, speak to Frank. He has decided he's going to give up making them to sell. He will continue to make them to raffle, so they're going to become rarer and rarer. As I'm sure you will all know, between the 4th of July 1840 and the 17th of August 1842 were the Opium Wars, which Dragonback were involved in. Well done, guys. The news is the 23rd of September 1803 was Assay Day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Assay Day. Next year, 2007, is the 30th anniversary of the regiment disbanding. I would like your views, your ideas on how we can celebrate the 30th anniversary of the regiment disbanding. Have a think about it. I'd like your views and your ideas. Which brings me on to tomorrow morning at 10:30. There is a meeting in the Ashington Suite. If you've got any ideas, please keep them clean. And lastly, Roy Pearson has come along with a little shop with Royal Artillery Association stuff in it. It's going to be at the bar. If you want to buy anything from it, speak with Roy and he'll fleece you for anything you got. Lastly, and most importantly, before I get on to the raffle from your tickets, hope you've got your tickets. Gentlemen, you may smoke. And everybody, enjoy yourselves tonight. Thank you.